What's going down? We live or what? What's going on with the service? What's going on with my service? Let me take the shoes off. Let me take my shoes off. We're gonna get grounded and then we're gonna get into a bit of a chat. Alright, y'all, come in. Yeah, we're waiting for a few more people to come in and then we're gonna get into a bit of a chat. Right now we're just soaking up some sun rays. And yeah, we're gonna talk about West Indian spirituality. We're gonna talk about what is the sun and why we are so drawn to the sun. And we're gonna talk about spirit trapping. Yeah, so we're just waiting for a few more people to come on. And greetings, salutations, and good now. Welcome to the major side of life. I need to go chase the sun. Is there another position? If I go beyond those trees, could we find the sun? Because it's dead. It's dead here. Alright, let's see if we could move back. Let's move back one smudge. One smudge. Let's move back one smudge and then we're gonna get into it. Let me move back one smudge, chasing the sun, and then we're gonna get into it. Actually, let's go under this tree. Let's go under this tree. Y'all double tap the screen. Tap. Let's get it up. And let's get into this. We're gonna go spit some West Indian spirituality, some West Indian spiritual sciences, you know what I'm saying? Y'all never gonna hear anything like this ever on TikTok. So let's get to it. Alright, so first we're gonna talk about what is the sun and why we are so drawn to the sun. How was your gardening yesterday? The gardening was well. The gardening went very well. I need to finish the garden, but right now I'm trying to garden myself and do some different, you know what I'm saying, spiritual practices that we're not really going to speak about in too much detail, but it's Pandora's box that I want to open. No, I want to pose a question. What do you guys think the sun is? What is the sun? And why are we so drawn to the sun? Yeah, what is the sun and why are we so drawn to the sun? I'll just wait for a few seconds, you know what I'm saying, a few minutes while y'all ponder on the question, what actually is the sun? And why are we so drawn to it? The energy from the sun. But why are we so drawn to it? Why do we need the energy from the sun? Why do we need the energy from the sun? Because I was pondering the same thing. Like, why is sun like such a powerful source when there's many sources? Like, is the sun the ultimate source? Right? And then from a Indian perspective, from Indian spirituality, we look at all of these things as one and the same, or we are a part of these things in some way, shape, or form. So we know from our belief system that we come from the earth, we come from the water, we come from the air, and we come from the sun. But I'm pondering, why is sun the most powerful force, or the more prominent source of energy, and basically how we see or perceive the reality that we are living in? So while pondering on this concept, it came to my realization, and I realized that the sun is actually you, and you are the sun. When you sit back and you look at the sun from your eyes, you realize the energy signature that you get is shaped like a U. So for example, when you sit here and you look at the sun, your gaze goes out like this, and it comes back around and it makes the shape of a U. So that gave me the concept that what I'm actually looking at is you, or is me. So the sun is actually us, or what we look like with all our powers combined together. So we already, as Indians, you know what I'm saying, we already look at all of these things as one, as the same. Yeah, we are all a part of these things, you know what I'm saying. We come from the sun, we create the sun, you know what I'm saying. It's not like we come from the sun, but we look at it like, it's like our body, you know what I'm saying. And the same way you jump into your body and you use your body, you know what I'm saying, it's the same way the sun is just like a vessel that we could use, you understand. But the sun that we're looking at is basically all of us as a collective, you know what I'm saying. And we're inside of this overall being, you know what I'm saying. And the sun is basically like an emanation of how we see ourselves. Or, oh man, it's gone though. It's going down. Outside it's going down. So for the most part, it's setting. I wonder if I go beyond that. I wonder if I go beyond that little area, if we could get some more sun, because it's just like setting beyond the trees, the little rotation. It's crazy because like you could actually see the rotation or the movement of what we are like. It's literally just setting beyond the trees. That's crazy. That's crazy. You literally could see the movement, like, and it's not like the sun is going down, but it's our rotation to the left, you know what I'm saying? Or our rotation, are we go to the right or this way? That's crazy. Literally just seeing it, just watching it rotate. I wonder if we should go chase it. Do you think the sun moves around us, or we move around the sun? Well, the sun is there and we're rotating this way. Yeah, we are going this way. So the sun isn't necessarily moving, but we know that we are moving. Yeah. Like the trees are moving, the earth is moving, the wind is moving. So the the being that we're living on is actually moving, and the sun is probably moving in its own way too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here and I'm seeing us rotate to this way, to the right, you know what I'm saying? Or is it the left to the left? But we're going this way. Like I just witnessed it. Like the sun is still where the sun is, but we went this way. So now it seems like the sun is going down, but it's us just moving this way. So we're the ones doing the movement. But the sun has its own little movement too that it's doing. How the movement of the sun appears is more like distance and closeness. That's how we experience the movement of the sun. But as something goes further or smaller it gets, I feel it's just perspective. No, but we actually experience that. You know what I'm saying? So the sun's movement is more of like a distance, closeness type of perspective. And our movement is like a to the left, you know what I'm saying? To the right, or like a rotation type of thing. Yeah. So that's why in the summer we experience more closeness, like the sun being closer, you know what I'm saying, to the being that we are living in. And in the winter time we experience the sun being more further away from us, and it's more colder, and we experience more nighttime and shit. And during the summer times we feel the closeness, you know what I'm saying, and we get a bit more heat because we are closer to that emanation. You know what I'm saying? We are closer to that being, or that person. look at that as a person or a group of persons. You know what I'm saying? A group of persons. Yeah. So for the most part, that was a spectacular event, man, to witness that. And yeah, I guess we could sit back and extrapolate a lot of, you know what I'm saying, West India knowledge. But for the most part, we look at all of these things as one, as the same, just in different states. So the atmosphere, the sun is a different state of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is a different state of the waters. The waters is a different state of the earth, and it's all like cyclical and rotation. And as spirits, we could take those different shape and forms of all of those different cycles that I just explained. So like water, ice, dry ice, and still H20, just different states. Yeah, like different states. And as spirits, as beings, you know what I'm saying, we create all of these emanations just like our physical body. And as a spirit, we could jump in to those spaceships, you know what I'm saying, because it's basically a ship or a vessel or a container that singles out your individual space, so you could experience your subjective experience of the all that we're all created as spirits. So that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how we look at it. So like this tree behind me, I'm like leaning against myself, you know what I'm saying, I'm actually like leaning against myself. Do you think we die? Yeah, we do die, you know what I'm saying? But it's more like a transformation. We don't look at death. It's only when the invaders came in, they gave us the concept of death and hell and different sorts of things, but we didn't look at it like how y'all look at it. But it's just like a transformation where the person is taken on a greater state. they're gonna live in a more expanded state. So hopefully they become like a part of the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, and they go into those lighter states, and that's a whole realm of reality that we can't really perceive, just like how we can't really perceive the plant life and the animal life and the aqua life and the sun life, you know what I'm saying. We could only spectate and assume and philosophize based on our experience that we have here, you know what I'm saying. But the spirituality, you know what I'm saying, is to be able to encapsulate your essence and take your essence with you and have certain markers or energetic signatures that when you do go into a different state, you could have a connection, or basically you could have your memory. You know what I'm saying? Basically you could have your memory and be able to go from one state to the next and not get lost in the state and think that you are the state of being, but know that you're creating these situations for you to experience your creations, if that makes sense. if that makes sense. So long and short, basically, like the human form that you created, that we're in, your body, the mind that you created for yourself, that just like the sun and the atmosphere is condensed into like the earth that we're living in, your mind condensed into like your organs. I'm just watching these other people just kick this ball, man. Like it's, and I forgot my train of thought too. But the same way how you created your body here for you to use to have the experience of this creation that we all created. So that's how that works. Shit, okay, it's time to go, man, because where's the sun? That's it. That's it. I'm tempted to go this direction. To see if I could get a bit more. Let me show y'all something though, because a lot of people don't believe in the trails in the sky, but I want to show y'all something. Now this plane, right? This plane, okay, you see that plane, right? There's that plane. There's no trails. Yeah. And then over here, there's one plane with a load of trails. Now we could say the difference is that they are at different altitudes. This one you could clearly see that it's going higher, yeah, and this one over here is at like a lower altitude, you know what I'm saying, doing its thing. And there's another one over there, you know what I'm saying, doing its thing. So I do understand that altitude does play into a factor when it comes to the emanations of clouds behind these aircrafts, but I still think that they manipulate the weather. I still think that they manipulate the weather, you know what I'm saying? Despite, okay, we could see that those aircrafts at higher densities, they could have those, you know, sort of cloudy lines behind them. And the ones that fly lower don't have those lines. But I still think that they manipulate the weather. That's it. That's all. Alright, we're gonna keep it pushing. That was a bit of West Indian spirituality, sun gaze, and chat. Hope you guys found this lecture, not even a lecture, but this conversation interesting, insightful, enlightening, and you remember something that you may once have forgot. All right. Greetings, salutations. Farewell for now. My name is Kevis Major. Doing it major.